Hello and welcome to my channel. This is my second video that I am making, and I'm actually doing the April challenge, junk journal challenge with Nevermore Creations, and so I'm getting started to work on a journal. I have some pre-cut journal covers and spines. I have a file of them, and I actually need to make some more. And all I did was sand 2 cereal boxes and glue them together, and then cut these are 9x6 with a 2-inch spine, cutting those out. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to assemble the book pages. And from watching Gail Augustinelli, I saw her use this stuff called carpet tape, so I thought I would give it a try to try to hold the spine together and give it some reinforcement. Oh, I'm telling you guys, trying to figure out this videoing thing is not easy. Let me see. Sorry if I bump the camera. I'm just going to get something here to kind of hold this together, get my washi tape. I'm in a very, very small craft space. We moved in to help take care of my grandma, and so I already lived in a small place anyway, but made it work, and now my craft area is even smaller, so I'm surrounded by a mess. A little bit of a mess. And then trying to get this camera into a very small space. It's interesting. But I am trying it in landscape, and that should be good. Better than the first video anyway. So I'm just going to lay some of this carpet tape on here to just kind of help kind of hold this together. I'm super interested to see how this will work in doing the spine. I love to experiment with the different ideas and stuff that people come up with. I had tried duct tape, but I'm still playing with that. Doesn't seem to be extremely successful for me yet. Okay, that should be good there, and then we'll just get some of this on here. And this is double-sided, it looks like. So I can just peel the backing off, and that'll help stick my fabric to it that I want to put on the inside and the outside. So I'm going to do that on that side, and then leave that for now. And then on this side, I think what I want to do first is I know I'm probably doing this different. I want to decoupage. So some of the papers in the kit that we're working with is botanical. It's floral in nature. I already folded a bunch. So I really want to go all out flowers and beautiful, beautiful pages. The journal pages are. And so what I want to do is I have come across some vintage wrapping paper. So I am going to just play with this, and I think based on the image, I think this one here would be the best one to use. yeah, so I'm gonna set this aside, put that aside, and I'm going to, I just want to decoupage this for the front cover. I did measure it, and it will fit and leave a little bit of a border. So I'm just going to cut this in half. And I'm trying to do videos where I'm not editing because I have no idea how to do that. So, okay. And I'm not concerned about getting over the seam because we'll be putting the carpet tape on that and then fabric over the back. Okay, so I have my Mod Podge here and my paintbrush. Oh, here's some water. I actually think I might need a bigger paintbrush. Some water in this dish here for cleanup. And then I just need to get a bigger paintbrush. That is going to be too small. Sorry for this creak. That's my chair. I'm going to go get a bigger paintbrush real quick. Okay. Okay, this one will be better. Oh, sorry for the bump there. Small space, squeaky chair, and some baby wipes. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and go for it. So tomorrow we go hand our keys over to our apartment. We gave up our apartment to move in with my grandma and help take care of her. Grandpa's in a home. He has dementia. So I have to video at night. That's when I'm least busy. And my husband works nights, so and grandma's in bed, so that gives me some craft time and some quiet time to videotape. And do this. This is so much fun. I really wanted to participate, and I just love to craft, love to make things. And like I said, when I stumbled across the junk journaling, oh my goodness, right up my alley. Okay, we got some Mod Podge on there, and I'm just going to try to make sure I get this on so that I have enough on the bottom and the top. Beautiful, beautiful paper. This is came in a book actually, and I tore the pages out and cut them down into smaller pieces. But it came in a book, and it's supposed to mimic textiles. Very pretty, as you saw. Many very pretty pages. Okay, and so we've got some bubbling going on. I do not know where all my tools are at. We still have boxes outside, and they'll probably be out there for quite some time. They lived in this house for a long time, so they've had a lot of years to accumulate stuff. And I'm actually taking up a little bit of my grandfather's record room. What space I could make, because he has like thousands of records. He used to listen to records all the time. very musical family. Okay, so I haven't done this before, so we're just going to see how this works. Get this on there and see how it turns out. So far, I'm finding you can decoupage just about anything. Okay, I'm getting some bubbles. Okay, I'll let that dry and we'll do the other side here. And I hope I'm staying in frame. I'm trying to. I gotta get a taller tripod. My dad gave me this tripod, but I think it's not even as high as my head, so I need to get something taller so I can have a better placement for it, so it can kind of maybe go over my head instead of right at the same level. So my plan is with this, we'll see how that goes. I make a plan, but I always know I need to be able to adjust with whatever's going on. But my plan is to make, I'd like to make 4 journals for the challenge. And different covers. I do want to sew a cover because part of the pack includes birds. It's birds and botanicals basically, and I pulled out the botanical part because I just want to make one that's all botanical, and then I want to do one that focuses on birds, and then kind of a mix. That's 3. Not really sure what to do with the third one, but see if I can not get bubbles in this one. But I think that's kind of hard to do with Mod Podge. I haven't been totally successful at it. I'm sure as I get more experience I will be, but I've not been totally successful in not getting bubbles in my decoupaging. Very, very pretty paper. No, it's bubbling. That's okay. The nice thing about junk journaling is that you can make a mistake and you can fix it because you can just put something on it. And I'm a perfectionist, so this is a great craft because there's some things you just, when you craft, you can't really fix. You have to start all over in order to fix it. Okay. Yeah, this got really bubbly, but I might maybe do some kind of vintage thing on here too. Maybe if I do like distress ink, I don't know, we'll experiment and see what happens. But I am going to flip this over. And maybe we should let that dry a little more. And glue the other side down. So for the spine, I was thinking, since that's such a busy pattern, that I'm going to go ahead and do I have some canvas. So I thought that I would do that for the spine. And actually, we will set this aside to dry while it's drying. And I'll get my piece cut out. I have another 2-inch spine that I can kind of use to measure. So I have this file and I have a template for my 9x6 and my 2-inch spine, which helps me to cut. Which helps me to cut it out. Okay, so go ahead and small space, sorry. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this cut out. And I'm just going to use scissors. I'm okay if it's rough. Probably because we need enough to go over. I think actually I will get my, oh, I don't have my other thing here, so we'll just eyeball it. I think if I do about, let's do it just a little bit longer. Or a little bit wider, because I can cut that away if it's too wide. Use it for a snippet or something. It was a nice visit with Grandpa today. He was in a much better mood. I visited him last week, and with the dementia, he still remembers us, but he thinks he's still working, so he was really busy trying to make sure that everyone was getting their work done last week, and he was not happy because, well, he wanted to see me, but I was distracting him from making sure everyone else was getting their work done. I need to cut one more piece. So I took it as, okay, after, I think I visited him 30 minutes last week, but this week I was able to stay and visit for an hour. Which is nice. I try to see him every Saturday, so that way he has company. He doesn't get a lot of visitors, so I try to make sure I see him every week. I was in Alaska and I moved down here to help take care of them, so let's see what that. Okay, I may have cut that one too wide, but or I did this too. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this glued down. And I discovered tonight that my last needle to bind to my book is missing, so tomorrow I'll have to go to the store and pick up a new one. I'm putting together a book binding tin so that way I don't lose them anymore. Oh, Grandma's up. She's roaming around. She doesn't sleep well, so she walks around at night. Got to cut that corner. She's getting a snack. Snack time. I'm just going to cut some of this off because I need to get that paper up there. I think doing these YouTube videos will help me be a little more talkative. Not very talkative. That's the other thing too, visiting Grandpa. He's quiet too. He's just a quiet person. And so am I. So it's really interesting because we don't talk a lot. We just sit there with each other. That's totally fine. So sometimes I like to bring people so you can have a conversation. But too many people, it's hard on them when they have Alzheimer's. They get confused, and then you can kind of see them kind of glazing over when it's too much excitement. My grandma will probably wonder who I'm talking to here in a minute. I'll be like, damn it, there's no one in there. These cereal boxes, when you double them over, it makes it a real good, strong cover. And then, of course, you're layering other things on top of it. Okay, I think that's down. Wipe my hand off. And then to the edge here. Make sure I'm still in frame. Move it over. I absolutely do not know what I'm going to do on the inside of this. I only know what I'm going to do on the outside so far. I think, actually, I think I do. I think what I'm going to do is put some, I have some beautiful graphic 45 paper, and I think that's what I will put on in here. That'll go really well with the floral journal. Okay, so now we'll do this side. These little jars that I have, the decoupage stuff in, I got over at Hobby Lobby, and they work perfectly because they stay sealed so it doesn't dry out. And they're small, which is what I need for small space. I don't know why I forgot to cut these corners. I need to get a chair that's not so squeaky. Now hopefully this video, I keep checking every now and then, and it looks like it's recording fine. And the first one I recorded is not the right orientation, so I did a couple of few second test videos just to see how they would turn out, and then sent them to my email. Because the first video I did vertical. So that's why it turned out the way it did. Hi, Stuart. Too cute dog. Hi, what are you doing? Good boy. They're trying to tell me it's time for bed, but they know I don't go to bed early. It does not leave very much room on this bottom part here. Okay, I think I got that. I think I got it. We'll cut this corner off a little bit. Okay. Now this side. Grandma's been in a lot of pain, and so we're gonna go. I finally got her an appointment. We've been playing phone tag with pain management for her arthritis. She doesn't think it's arthritis, but it is arthritis. So we're hoping that they will have something. I think they're going to try to give her a shot that will help with her pain. Just going to trim this off here. Trim this off. There we go. Okay. So we've got that done, and it's very wrinkly, so I might, we'll see what happens. I'll try doing distress ink on it. Okay, so now get this out. And get my canvas on there. Yes, that would be very, oh, we want a little bit to go over. Probably right about there. Okay. Get some more of that carpet tape. I'm hesitant to get rid of any of my, hesitant to get rid of any of my crafting stuff because I've been spending some time collecting it, but I need to, I don't know, I just have no room in here. I think I'll make that go over just a little bit. Right about there. Probably. I've got that ribbon. Boy, that stuff sticks good. Let's see if we can just twist it over here where I want it. That is some sticky stuff, I tell you what. Let's see if it, oh no, that is some good stuff. That's okay. We'll deal with it. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll go ahead and do this side. Okay. Then we will peel it. I remember watching Gail do her video on this when she was doing her thing, and she forgot to take the white paper off, so that is reminding me. That's kind of interesting. It's got a grid. It's super sticky. But we're going to put a little bit of this on there just to make sure it stays. This is Fabri-Tac. And I am going to just spread it around a little bit, just so I don't get the lumps. I already got a lump in there right now, so. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and get this on. Oh, that's very nice. It goes on very, very nice. Oh, I think that's my new best friend, is that carpet tape. It's very nice. Okay, so graphic 45 paper. That's what I want to put in here. And just thinking right now, seeing what see how that goes right now. Turn that over. And I'm going to need to put a little bit more glue on there than that. But it's super helpful. That is very nice. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay. I need to get some graphic 45 paper. Hold on just a second. Here we go. Alright, so I'm going to move this away so I can decide what I want to use for the inside here. Do I want it to be floral? This might be kind of nice right here. Or this green. Let me see. No, not the green. That pink, actually that pink might be really nice. Because there is some pink in here. Might need a pink. too, but I'm still like in the pink. This is another kind of paper pack. This is Echo Park. But I think it's not what I'm trying to go for. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the pink. That aside, so I need to cut this down. So we will do 9. Do just 1/8 of an inch under 9. Okay, and then 6. We'll do just hair under 6. Well, we'll do 1/4 inch under 6. 5 3/4. Same thing for this one. There we go. Okay. Yep, I like that. That'll be very nice. Very, very nice. So that way at least I can get that on. And I am going to do Fabri-Tac for the glue. Glue this on. I like paper that is not directional because I don't know what it is, but it never fails. I tend to get stuff upside down for some reason. Backwards, upside down, I don't know. Pull this tape off. Okay, so we'll get this on. Oh, I love it. That's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to this side. I'll take the tape off first. Sure we're still rolling? Yep. My goal is I'm trying to get some debt paid off. So once that is done, then I am going to get a camera other than my phone and a taller tripod. Actually, my dad said he has one, so I may just borrow his until I can get one that's much, much taller. I hope I'm talking loud enough for you guys all to hear. Okay, and then we'll stick this one on. Okay, went a little crazy with the glue down here. Wipe that off. Okay, some of that off there. All right, ow. make sure this is, I'm sure it's on, but I really want to make sure it's on. And then we'll stick some here on the spine, make sure this is still going to fit. Yeah. So, actually we should get our size here that we need. Because this is going to go here. And canvas is thick, so I'll just do this. So I should be able to pull this up, but I don't want it to get in there too much, too many layers in there, because it'll be a very large bump. So I think I'm just going to meet it. We'll see how that goes. Right about there. This tape is good. When I tried to peel it off on the other side, it was peeling the cardboard, so it was on. Oh, I'm super excited to get over there and get my apartment signed off, because this has been a very hard move. I've never had such a hard time moving. And with my husband working nights and me working into the days and then taking care of Grandma, it's been hard to get it done. It's pretty much taken us the whole month of February to move out of the apartment. Okay, that is stuck down, and I'm not really worried about this here. I don't like that, so I think I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. I'm sure it's fine. But I want to make sure, bend it. I have to put some more glue right here. I'm going to need to get some more Fabri-Tac. Okay, there we go. That's down. Let's see what this side looks like. Oops, Fabri-Tac in here. It'll be nice to have space to put my cutting board for my fabric down, and then I can cut pieces a little straighter. Okay, there's that. That's down. Let's see what this size looks like. Yep, definitely going to need some Fabri-Tac here. And then this side. So my goal is to try to do a video a week. I don't know if I'll be able to do any more, but if I do, it'll be a bonus, because I just don't know how much time I'm going to have. I do get in here and craft, so I think what I'm going to try to do is just turn on the camera when I do it so I can do more videos. All right, so that is all stuck down, except for those edges inside, and I might taper that. That's what I might do. I might just taper that off before gluing it down. Okay, it still looks like a junk journal. Okay, I'll glue these pieces down, and then we'll take a look at the cover and see how it turned out. I don't like it when this fabric tack does this, and it just bleeds out the top. But again, Gail Augustinelli, one of the people I watch her quite often actually, said there was some trick, so I'm going to try that with my next bottle and see if that'll do the trick, so it doesn't bleed out like that. Okay, I'll wipe some of this off. This excess that's bleeding out. All right, wash my hands. Okay, so here we go. Here's the cover for the first journal for Lindsey's for Nevermore Creations Journal April Challenge. I'm just going to train this way. Train this way. All right. I think that turned out beautifully. Really, really nice. We're going to do some more with the cover. But thank you all for watching, and I will, when I get a chance to get back in here to do this, we will work on it some more together.